Inflation, what is it? Why does it occur? Let's talk about it. Inflation is very complicated, by the way, so we're just going to look at one small niche and not what actually creates it in its entirety. And that small niche is going to be the producer and consumer market in an economy. And I'm just going to use a basic supply and demand chart to demonstrate that. The supply line is going to be your suppliers, so your producers, the ones that make the chips, the cereal, give you your massages, whatever. And the demand curve is going to be your consumers, so the people that buy those chips, buy the massages and, the cereal. So as you can see, the supply and demand have inverted relationships. So if supply goes up, demand will go down and vice versa. Well, that is because in any economy, no matter if you are the actual producer or the consumer, you're sharing wealth among one another. So if there's only $1 million in an economy, the moment when one of these groups has more than 50% of that wealth, they're going to cause a price fluctuation because things are inconsistent now. They're not congruent. If suppliers have all $1 million, well, now consumers have no money to spend, right? So in order for their things to get bought or the economy to continue, the supplier has to sell their items at dirt cheap in order to get people to buy them. They literally cannot afford them. And the same thing for the consumers. If the consumers have all of the wealth and the producers don't really have any, well, great, they have it, but what can they spend it on if there is no money to produce anything? Which means now the producers have to make what they do have extremely expensive to not only make a profit, but because everyone has so much money, they're going to be willing to bid up higher to buy that thing. And inflation is basically just a very complicated relationship between who has what and what it costs to create an equilibrium again. And there's that.